Hey guys, it's me, and today I want to talk to you guys about a product that was sent to me to try out, and it is the Irresistible Me Sapphire 8-in-1 Complete Curler. As you guys know, I'm obsessed with my curling wands. I love them. You guys know I have 3 kids. I don't have a lot of time to be sitting here like dealing with my hair every single morning. So the curling wand is just really, really nice because it does the job so much faster in my opinion, and it makes my curls just look a lot more just, I don't know how to explain it, like beachy, or just, I don't know, they're just, I like my curls better when I use a clipless curling wands. So I was really excited when Irresistible Me wanted to send me one of these because it is an 8-in-1 curling wand. So it comes with 8 interchangeable attachments. What that means is that you basically get 8 different wands in one, which is another reason why I really like the wands, because the fact that they have interchangeable attachments makes it so that you don't have to buy multiple curling irons or, you know, store multiple curling irons in your collection. You can literally just have these little attachments that you pop on and off and you're good to go. That looked wrong. There are going to be a lot of moments in this video where I'm going to get a little uncomfortable because of the phallic shaped nature of these attachments and other things. So let's try to be adults here, okay? Let's try to be grown-ups. This is what the box looks like that the wand comes in. When they sent it to me, it was seriously packaged so well. It had like 2 things of bubble wrap encased around it, and then it was in a another bubble wrap envelope, so that way there was no damage to it. The box is really nice. It's got like a magnetic closure right here, and then it opens up, and then it has like all the attachments and information and sizes of them in here, and then inside that it has all of the stuff that you'll need. So right off the bat, I really like this part of the curling wand. You guys know me. Any type of organization, anything that makes things simpler in my life, I absolutely love. So this case is just amazing. It has 3 different buttons to close it, which is awesome because I hate Velcro, and I feel like a lot of products come with Velcro on them, and I hate Velcro. I hate it. So I love that there's buttons, and then it rolls out and opens up, and you have every single little compartment for every piece of your wand. So I think that's pretty neat. I believe this is a heat resistant pouch as well, so if something's hot and you're traveling, you really need to put it away in your suitcase and get out the door, you can put them in here without worrying about melting anything. And then in this pocket over here, it has the actual base of it, and then also the cords are all nicely Velcroed around in here. I've already taken all of these out and played with them, so I will say that unlike some products where you see it and it comes in a package and it's nicely packaged up and you can't get it back into the package like it was originally sent to you. Do you know what I mean? Like when you get something and it's like, oh wow, that looks really sleek, that fits in there so well, but then you use it and you try to put it back the way that it was sent to you and you can't do it. This is not like that. I actually got the cords placed back nicely in here and everything fit nicely back in place, so I was really excited about that. Next to that is a pocket where the glove is, which this glove is actually really nice. I have an Amica glove that that came with the wand, and it didn't fit me very well. I have very petite hands, and this one is actually really nice. It doesn't have a lot of space at the end of the fingers for me, and it's more fitted, so I don't feel like I'm like, you know, it just feels more like my actual hand. It's got that, and then it's got the Velcro strap. I hate Velcro. Anyone else hate Velcro? I don't know. I don't like Velcro. But it is a very nice heat resistant glove so you don't burn yourself. So this is the base to the curling wand. I really like it. It's very nice and lightweight because you want that, because the attachment itself is going to be pretty heavy. So you don't want something too heavy else your arm's going to feel like it's going to break off. This is what it looks like. It's a really pretty blue. It's got a very long cord, which I like because I have to plug my stuff in underneath on the floor in my outlet. So it does give me room to kind of like maneuver around and, you know, not get caught up in cords. And then of course it's got the 360 turn, so that way, you know, it doesn't again get caught up. You can just keep turning and turning and turning. Like I mentioned before, it comes with 8 different attachments. This is the largest one, and this one is a 32 millimeter. This is the size of the one that I use when I kind of want a fuller, more bodied kind of curl, like a looser curl. And then moving down from that is the 25 millimeter one. This is the one I actually favor the most and use the most, or this size of one I should say, with my other one. I really like this for kind of the beachy curls that aren't too tight but that aren't too loose. It's just this is my go-to for casual days. And then after that you have a 13th and 25 millimeter one. I've never used this type of one, so I don't know what kind of curl it does, but it's thinner at the bottom and it's larger at the end, and so I don't know. that's gonna give some weird kind of, I don't know what kind of curl it's gonna make. The next to that, you have an even smaller wand, which is a 19 millimeter. This one I have used before. This one's really nice for kind of those kinkier looking ones. Like if you want, I use this and then I kind of tousle my hair and put some dry shampoo in, and it kind of gives that full, I don't know, kind of like that full Jessie Spano type of like hair from Saved by the Bell. Like it gives a good like full body like fluffiness kind of hair, I guess. And then next, again, moving on, let's be adults, people. Let's be grown-ups. This right here is the pearl wand. I know that there's a very specific way to use this wand. You're supposed to like wrap it around the inside of this one and then wrap it around the inside of this one. Like there's a very specific way to use this. I have to practice a little bit before I show you guys. And then you have the 25 and 13 millimeter cone one, which this one again is larger at the bottom, but this time thinner at the top. So it's the opposite of that other one that was larger at the end and thinner at the bottom. So this is just gonna give you a looser curl here and a tighter curl at the ends. And then you have this itty bitty 13 millimeter one, which I don't really understand why this one was included. I kind of would have rather, instead of had this really tiny one, had a really like big one, like a larger one that was even bigger than the 32 millimeter barrel. I think this one is just kind of like when would I ever use this? That's too tiny of a curl. This is like old school prom curls, like is what this reminds me of. Like, I don't know. I just think this is a nonsensical wand to have, or attachment to have in here for an adult woman. I will say that though, like if I ever have to curl my girl's hair for like cheerleading or ballet or whatever type of like little girl hairstyle, this will be a good one for them. But again, for me, I don't really understand why it was in there. Like I said, I'd rather have a bigger wand attachment than that tiny one. And then last but not least, we have the 18th and 9 millimeter, which again is just a tinier version of this other cone one where it's thicker down here and gets thinner at the end. So there you have it. There are all of the attachments. I'm going to pick out one attachment and do my hair for you. So I'm gonna use this 25 millimeter barrel. Usually I would try one of the ones that I've never tried before for you guys, but considering I'm trying to do a review and comparison on how I like this one compared to the ones I have been using, I feel like I should use the size that I normally would with my other wands to get a true comparison. So I'm going to be using the 25 millimeter. I will say right off the bat, I do kind of like the way that this attaches to the wand better than my Amika 3P does, because the Amika 3P and the Bellamy have these two buttons that you have to push together and then pop out the thing and then also push together and pop it in. And while that's great and all, after uses of using that, the buttons have gotten quite hard to push in to get my attachments out. So I'm left going like, argh. So this one's nice because it seems like all you do is you put in your 4-pronged attachment in here, and then you turn this side. There's a lock and unlock button, so you turn it to lock, and then that's all you have to do. So I think that's really great. I don't know how this will hold up though after like 2 years of use. Again, I don't know. But I do, from the get-go right now, find this easier to take my attachments in and out than I do the Bellamy and the Amika. So I do like that attachment. I will say that the plug-in port, or whatever it's called, doesn't have that big square box where it's got the fuse adjuster. I don't know what it's called. The surge, I don't know what it's called. I don't know. Let's just say that. It's just a regular plug-in cord. If you know what I mean, those two buttons, the red one and the white one, so that if it goes out, you push the red one and then it goes, but you know, I don't know. Anyways, it doesn't have that. Flashing blue, and it says off right now to tell me it's off. I'm gonna hit the power button, which is in the center, or hold it down, and then it says that it's at 370 degrees Fahrenheit. I am going to raise that to 390. I like to use some heat on my hair because that's how I get my hair to hold a curl, is by lots of heat. So I'm gonna see how fast that takes to heat up. While that's heating up, I'm gonna go ahead and spray my hair with some heat protectant. However, because I don't want to damage my hair, it's at 340, 350. Wow, that does heat up fast. So I would say beware. It heats up fast, so don't burn yourself. And it's already heated up to 390. It's green. So that was really quick. I would say that took maybe not even, maybe like a minute and a half to heat up, not even. So that is pretty impressive. I'm not gonna use the glove that it came with because that's just, I like to live dangerously, I guess, but I'm not going to use that. So what I like to do with the 25 millimeter curling wand is I like to take about an inch, a half an inch to an inch of hair, and then take my thing. Oh, I like the way it feels. It's got a nice handle to it, and then just start wrapping my hair around the barrel. This is a lot more lightweight than my Amika wand, I will say that. Like immediately I can tell that it's lighter weight. So that's nice. That means my arm won't get tired as fast. And then I'm gonna let it go. Ooh, it's a nice curl. This time I'm gonna curl it towards my face. Uh-oh. That's odd. Let's try that again. So I'm gonna turn it up to 410 because my curls don't seem to want to hold, and I don't know if it's because of the temperature or what, but I'm just gonna turn it up. I would highly suggest using the glove if you're not used to using a curling wand, because this thing gets hot. Like, my hand is hot. But I've been doing this for a while now, so I don't really feel like I need it. That's what I say now. Watch, I'm gonna burn myself now. Alright guys, so here's the curled outcome. I think it looks exactly like my other curls do. I will say that I have a few complaints about the way that this thing is made. I do like how lightweight it is. It is very nice and lightweight. I love how fast it heats up. I love that it goes, let's see, the maximum, you can get up to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. That's pretty darn hot. I like how fast it heats up. I like how lightweight, like I said. I love the color. I think that's a great, like, cobalt blue type of color. I think is really nice change. It gets super hot here at the base, but, like, I have it on the highest one. I'm gonna put my glove on to see if this is not just my imagination. The end of it, right here, doesn't seem to heat up as hot as down here, which is fine. Like, that's, I understand, like, this is closest to the conductor where the heat is, but what ends up happening is that you have to leave your hair on a little bit longer for the ends to get as curled as the upper part. So I actually had to go back and recurl some pieces because the end wasn't hot enough down here that I was letting go thinking it was done, and then the curl was too loose at the bottom. So not a huge deal, because again, like, it's further away. I totally get that. But I mean, that would be a little bit of a flaw, is that mine, I don't know if it's just mine maybe that has this, or it's all of them, but just the heat isn't as evenly distributed, which also can be a good thing though, because you don't want a lot of heat sitting on your ends, because that's the most damaged part of your hair anyways. But that is just something I noticed compared to the other ones that I have. Another thing that I like about this, and I hate about this at the same time, it's a love-hate relationship, is that there is no flat part. It's an all circular base. So when you set it down on your desk or flat surface, it tends to roll or move. So for me, that's kind of hazardous because I have all my makeup in plastic bottles set out. So if it runs into the wrong thing, it can start melting it. The Amika and the Bellamy have little flat surfaces right here at the bottom. So when you set it down, it doesn't roll. It sits down as a base. That's a good thing and a bad thing though, because the base part on the Bellamy and the Mika gets my hair caught in them while I'm winding it. So I don't know which is better, getting my hair caught or having this thing possibly burn something. I guess either way, I just have to be a little bit more cautious, but I wanted to point that out. There is no base to this, so it does, you know, just be careful and have space around you while you set this down, and be aware of it moving so you don't catch your elbow or anything else. With the hot end. I do like this though. I think that for the price of it, it is a good buy because you get 8 attachments and it seems pretty good. I don't know. I like it. I like how lightweight it is. I like the attachments. Again, I wish the littlest attachment would have been different. Like, I don't like all the little attachments. I would have preferred having some bigger attachments rather than going smaller. But I think it is a good wand for its price. I think it's very nice, lightweight, stylish, like I said, and I really like that carrying case. I think that just makes a huge difference. Would it be my favorite curling wand ever? No, but again, if you can't afford a really expensive curling wand, I think this is a good option for you. And of course I will use it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the curls that it made. It looks exactly like my Amika one does and my Bellamy one does. Like, I like the curls and I like the body and everything. So I do think this is a good curling wand for for what you're paying for. So there you have it. So here's the Irresistible Me. If you guys want to see any other attachments, I know I didn't really get to do any curls with the other attachments. Again, I just wanted to see how that exactly one compared to the one that I usually use. So I wanted to use the same barrel so I could have like an accurate, you know, comparison for you. So let me know if you want to see any other barrels used. I can show you kind of maybe in the next video what type of curls the other ones make, just, you know, randomly throughout my hair. But there you have it. There's my review on the Irresistible Me Sapphire 8-in-1 curler. I hope you enjoyed. If you like reviews like this, let me know by giving this video a thumbs up or subscribing or leaving a comment below, and I will talk to you guys all in my next video. Bye.